What's going on, guys? Alex here, and today we're just doing a little bit of a different video. Since the last time I posted one of these, there's been a lot of people asking or noticing that there's a big pro shop in the background. Basically I'm just going to walk around and show you guys where I work. If you're new to the channel or anything like that. Basically, I work at AG Paintball in Ware, New Hampshire. I run the retail store here, as well as on the weekends I fix everybody's stuff on the tech here. So I'm just going to take a quick walk around and show you guys basically where I work every day. So let's go ahead and grab the camera, turn that around, move back. So basically this is my tech area, my nice office chair and my tech bench with every kind of tool imaginable for working on any kind of paintball, anything really. My personal tanks and masks, all kinds of squeegees, wrenches, pressure testers for anything you could ever think of, you know, batteries, hammers for those you know, unsightly jobs on paintball markers, office supplies, all that kind of junk. Take a look back. This is just my personal set piece of grid wall above my tech bench for all my personal stuff. So you'll see, if you've been around the channel long enough, that is that strange SFT shocker. I still have that. And my DM7, that's that custom build SFT. That's custom made and all that. My locks in my DM11. All kinds of tech certs, which realistically don't mean anything. Those two cockers belong to the my other tech that works for me. A bunch of accessories and parts, and this is the front counter, where if you came to get anything, you'd walk up here, and that's where you'd talk to me behind the counter. So basically, we're just gonna kind of pan around here. Right off the bat, there's the gun wall. So you've got everything from high-end, you got Vanquish. Sorry that all the lights are pointing this way. I was just doing some recording, as you can see there, pointing right there. All the high-end stuff, you know, Vanquishes, Egos, Geos, Luxes, and then we kind of work our way down in price point. So you got reflex rails, there's some nice barrel displays here for UL barrels, CP, freak stuff. Those are those Zodin carbon barrels, and CF and GF boomies. Impulses. There's our axe display. There's our custom axe display that myself and the other Alex that works here, who also owns it, we made that. Took us about 3 months to make this. Took us about 1 day to actually chop it up, and then 3 months for all the sap and everything to bleed out of it, because we got this off of a brand new tree that had just fallen down, and so we built this Empire axe. Joke, get it? Anyway. Axe display, and then we work our way down, and you've got an E-Tech down there, a bunch of ETHAs, mini GSs, minis, rail maxed, rails. Then we've got gun accessories, dividing the tournament style guns and the woods ball style guns. You know, like stuff like Exalt reg grips and barrel bags, barrel maids, that kind of stuff. Over here you've got more of the woods ball accessories, Tipman accessories, BT accessories, that kind of stuff, and then all like the scenario woods ball stuff, a lot of the beginner stuff. So you know, the like the Azodin Chaos, stuff like that, spiders. This is where the pumps and stuff are as well. So you've got like the KP2 there, the Empire Sniper. There's the Resurrection Auto Cocker, the Defender, which I just finished recording a video on. The Tipix pistol, more all that kind of stuff. So we look back there. There's the bench again, and there's our little lounge waiting area. With the 2 sofa chairs and stuff that's currently on sale out here on the table. There's what I got left of the Scully flexes after 2-3 weeks. I've sold 6, I have 4 left. And let's go ahead and just like walk back over here just real quick. Right over here, here's the larger of the 2 die cases. You can see some i4s with the some nice titanium lenses up there on display. And there's a die dam fully decked out and all kinds of stuff. And there's a bunch of die-cam and die-dam accessories. As we go over here, there's lenses, i4 lenses, spectral lenses, elite lenses, some of the grill and profiler lenses, This is the Virtue Vio section, so you've got all like the mass bottoms, the lenses right there. There's more bottoms and lenses down there, and then there's the actual color selection for the Vios right there. As we shift over here, there's the Exalt carbon cases that we just did a video on. Exalt microfiber cloths for cleaning off your masks. There's Grill HDR lenses, and then this is the rest of the mask wall. You've got up top there, you've got i4s, and then E-flexes, and then grills, and some profilers, and some ProFlexes. You've got stuff like the flex bottoms, and like the flex lenses, and stuff like that. So you'll notice that all of these masks have, most of them anyway, have nice fancy lenses in them. It's just more for display purposes, so people can get a feel of what these masks look like with like a nice, like on the grills, like the HDRs, on the E-flexes, the nice collared lenses, and on the i4s, like the nice titanium lenses that they do. It's just so you can get a feeling of what those lenses actually look like, because a lot of the time in like this plastic packaging and stuff like that, you really don't get a feel for what they look like. It's the same reason I have all these i4s up here with those nice fancy lenses. So let's shift back over, and you can see the downstairs. That is the actual paintball park section of inside our building. People come in over there. They'll show you guys. We can walk downstairs, and that's where right below us is where people check in and get all their rental gear and all that kind of stuff. And more or less on the weekends, I find, because we're so swamped, I end up having to leave my other tech up here all by himself. I come back up here when I can to help sell things and fix things, but a lot of times I find myself down there, you know, getting paint, handing out rental gear, and all that kind of jargon. So let's take a walk back down the gun wall, right in the corner here, next to our little lounge waiting, doctor's office waiting area. This is the smaller of the 2 die cases. You'll see right here on display, I've got 2 die DM14s. I got the purple and the red one. Right in the middle right here, there's 2 PGA reflex rails. Got one from last, 2 from last year. I've got you know, all this year's stuff coming, obviously, and right at the bottom, some more i4s on display with some nice fancy lenses. And right at the corner of the gun wall, we transitioned into tanks. So you got all your tank covers, all that kind of stuff. CO2 tanks, steel compressed air tanks, more tank grips. Those are the Exalt ones right there. Got some remotes right there. And right there, more tank accessories, CP, like thread savers and nipple covers and stuff like that. And then the actual tank wall, you'll notice these are all hung up on grid wall. We stole this idea from Ninja Paintball down at Extravaganza this past year. Grid wall, 2 grid hooks, and some zip ties right here, so you can't actually take these off of the wall. And then we just have not the biggest selection in the world, but a moderate selection. I got a bunch of Ninja tanks, Empire tanks. I got a bunch of Valken tanks, but I actually get those as bottles only, and I put Ninja regs on them, just so there's a quality reg on them, because I believe those are actually crossfire bottles. And there's some super lights up there. More tank accessories, a bunch of Exalt tank covers, and then we transition over into the loader department. A bunch of loader accessories, mostly over here is Exalt stuff. There's some pod caddies, ball haulers, whatever you want to call them. Some die rotors, a bunch of 2014 ones, a bunch of standard color ones. Then we transition over to Spires, then Z2s and Scions. I'm actually currently sold out of Halo 2s and Revies. Those will be in next week. And Primos. And then just more loader accessories, high cap shells, Crown SFs, rotor color kits, that kind of stuff. There's some die lock lids, but there's more downstairs. Pads and protection kind of starts right here. You've got some Eclipse stuff. I got a whole bunch of new Eclipse stuff coming in, hopefully for the weekend. Empire pads, Exalt pads, and then we kind of transition over into pod packs. So you get some NXE ones, you get the full line of Empire ones from last year, Proto, GI. Up top you got some more GI, and there's a bunch of pods just to show you what we sell. These are actually, we have these custom made for us. You can see AG Paintball right there. And they come in a variety of colors. We just kind of have these on Guru gun stand pod stands just to display. Pod packs, some scenario woods ball type pod packs. There's the new Eclipse load vest. Some bandolier packs from Empire, so you can get your tank and pods and everything in there. And you know, some cheaper you know, starter pod packs. So you know, if you don't have to go buy a $100 pod pack if, you know, you're just shooting like a BT4 Slice or a Tippmann 98 or something like that. And then there's a bunch of head wraps and dye hoodies, or dye beanies, and an Exalt pod bin. And if we turn around this whole walkway that we just walked down, right on the other side, there's a bunch of gear bags, so there's dye. I just sold my last Planet Eclipse one, so I got more out of those coming in. Empire ones, GI, there's some off-field paint over there. So if we just go back over here, right on the other side of us, there's a parents' lounge. This is really nice. Light's not on. But there's your Keurig couch, nice big TV with DirecTV, free Wi-Fi throughout our entire facility as well. Table, some chairs, you know, more coffee. There's usually a bunch of water and snacks and stuff there as well. And then if we look outside, there's the staging area to our park. And if we look right over there, there's the Urban Village. That's the only field you can actually see from here. But if you go down into that gate that's way down there, right there, goes off that way and off that way. The entire property is actually about 35 acres, and there's 9 different playing fields out there, including like a 30,000 square foot 3-story castle, and you know, the whole works. So looking down, that's where all the check-in and everything happens. Let's head downstairs. People walk in through those doors right there, and then they fill out waivers. We don't do paper waivers, it's all on computers. You fill that out, print it out, so I guess, yes, technically there's a piece of paper, and it spits out your waiver, and then you just take over here to check-in, and between one of these 2 check-in terminals, you'll get checked in. You'll get a wristband with a barcode, and then you can process right over here to equipment rentals. And there's mass right below here, right below the table. You'll see a bunch of rental guns, and down below there is pod packs. That's where you get all your rental stuff. And then you can take your trip back outside and go get yourself a picnic table in our staging area. All right, in the middle here, this is something cool that we're doing. We're doing stuff for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're raffling off this mini GS with a Halo 2, a Valken 45-45 tank, and an Exalt barrel bag. Raffle tickets are $5, you know, and then we got like the Breast Cancer AG hats and the shirts and stuff like that. Every single dollar, not a percentage, all proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society, so that's really cool. Super custom limited AG sunglasses. I don't know how limited those are. I think we got like a box of 10,000. You know, bare essential stuff that people forget at home, you know, like barrel bags, squeegees, anti-fog spray, that kind of stuff. There's the Splatmaster display over there. And if we'd head down over here, this is basically just like the soft goods, quick grabby items department. There's a TV displaying all the latest paintball commercials and everything like that. AG paintball shirts and long sleeve shirts, as well as wind jackets and camo. And there's the breast cancer shirts right there. This bucket is usually actually full of grenades. It's pretty empty right now. And then a bunch of soft goods stuff, a lot of gloves, pads, protection, that kind of stuff. So like reversible vests, bounce vests, a lot of camo stuff, soft goods. These are the new Eclipse HDE stuff. We try not to carry a whole lot of soft goods, just for some reason, you know, we end up getting stuck with them forever and ever and ever. And AG hats, and here's the rest of the pods in all the different colors that we currently get the AG pods made in. Obviously we can get any color we want. And more pods, it's like 100 rounders, that kind of stuff. For anybody that's been around for a while, this is the old tech area. This whole little tiny place used to be our whole pro shop. And I did all my teching right here, and right there, that's my old tech bench. Looks a lot better now. This is more like a vintage history thing now. Got an actual Splatmaster right there, and a bunch of really, really old stuff. There's our Preston, New Hampshire deal. A bunch of old team photos and old trophies and just old equipment in general. Well, that's an A5, that's not too old. You know, going all the way back to, like, that looks, I don't know, mid-80s, late 80s to me. That kind of stuff. Other than that, that is everything. There's our Pepsi cooler. We just take a walk over the doors. You guys will see. Oh, there's our air table that we take inside every day. It is currently pouring rain outside. I don't know how well the video is going to pick that up. We open the door. There's the rest of our staging area. It's all covered picnic tables. All the way down, it actually goes down further that way on the other side of the building. Quite a few rows of picnic tables. We've had upwards of 600, over 600 people here before, and everybody actually fits in here. Right on the other side, there's a bunch of parking, and you can see the urban village again from here. And there's more parking down there, and then there's just more parking down there, and then there's the chrono area and everything down there. And that's about it. And this is where I work. This is the giant pro shop that you see in the background of all my videos, depending on what I am doing. And that is really about it. I hope for everybody that asked, that satisfied figuring out where the hell I work. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you thought it was cool, click that like button. I really appreciate it. That really helps out the channel. If not, you know, I can't get it right all the time. So that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video and the walk around, and I will see you guys next time.